This week, our parent company, Sinclair, is teaming up with the Salvation Army to launch Sinclair Cares From Homeless to Hope. It's a nationwide initiative dedicated to raising awareness about homelessness. There are homeless shelters in and around the Charleston area, yet it's still common to see some people living on the streets. Our team spoke with local shelters about what they're doing to help those in need, despite not everyone taking advantage. The Union Mission is one of several organizations around Kanawha County that take in people facing hard times. The ministry has homeless shelters, addiction recovery programs, and food services to help people around West Virginia. They're also opening up a Level 1 sober living facility in Charleston. CEO Jason Quintrell says he sees people sleeping outside near the men's shelter on Leon Sullivan Way in Charleston often.
Right across the street is a warm bed, warm meal, and just come on in. But they just won't do it. I can't understand that.
The Union Mission does have some rules that guests need to follow. No fighting, violence, or direct drug use at their shelter. Quintrell says the reason some people remain on the streets, despite the resources available, varies from person to person. He says it's frustrating to see people appear to settle for unhealthy living conditions.
And I know this can be looked at negatively, but I do believe there's a population of folks that unfortunately they like to live on the riverbank, or they like to live because then there's no rules. They can live the way they want. We talk to them here. They come through our drug recoveries, and we talk to those people, and we hear those comments directly out of their mouths.
The Salvation Army is another resource for people facing hard times. Captain Mike Michaels says it's hard to pinpoint just one reason someone's life could take a turn for the worse.
Unfortunately, our unhoused neighbors, we have this great word, homelessness, that we just sort of put over the whole thing, and it's all sorts of different issues. And of course, people have their particular issue that they think is the main cause, but it's lots of different things. The economy, drug addiction can be a problem. Sometimes just emotional or psychological needs that are not being met can be a problem.
The Union Mission has helped people get their lives back together, or simply getting them back home with a bus pass. When you see someone living out of a shopping cart or sleeping on the sidewalk, Quintrell says the main thing to remember is
those are people, and I believe that we should be compassionate and caring towards our fellow men, and I think it's important in our lives. I don't want to get bitter towards the people that are struggling and having a hard time, but also I understand a little bit on the side of, there's a responsibility on the other side too. Like, you got to want the help. Like, you got to want to get out of that lifestyle, and you can get out of that lifestyle.
And if you would like to volunteer or make a donation to help families in need, please go to sinclaircares.com or scan the QR code there on the top right of your screen. Your generosity can give hope to any of the millions of Americans experiencing homelessness, or those who are maybe just one financial setback away from potential crisis.